Welcome to Jesus in Scripture and Tradition. You're currently watching a course tour video, so you have clearly gotten into the course, and for that I congratulate you. This is a short video to illustrate to you some of the locations of where you can find content in the course and what kind of content we do have. The first page that you'll typically land on whenever you come to edX and enter the Jesus in Scripture and Tradition course, the course updates and news page. And it's important because if there are changes to the class schedule, added materials, all of that kind of information would typically be posted here in course updates and news. The announcements are listed in chronological order and each has a date, so you can keep track of what you've seen and what you haven't. It is recommended that you check in a few times in the week just to make sure you're keeping up on all the happenings in the course. Course info, and that's this tab up here, that's where we are right now. So course info is your course updates and news connection. In addition to course info, notice you have Courseware, discussion, wiki, and progress. Progress is a tab in edX that allows students to monitor progress in the course. And so this would have a bar chart demonstrating to you how to perform on the assignments in the class. We have not set up the class to display grades here on the Progress tab. Wiki is another resource. We're not really using that. Students may find that if you want to share articles or things of that nature, you're welcome to use the wiki. It's just not being formally used in the course. And the discussion tab is where, as we get started in class and there are more discussions, those will start to populate over here on the left-hand side. There's a number of ways you can interact with the discussion forum. Many of those are described here in the center of the screen for you, so do take a look at that when you have an opportunity. The main location of content in this course is under the Courseware tab. Now, at the beginning of our time together, you definitely do want to go to the Start Here area. Makes sense? That's where you start. You've gotten at least through the first two items here, the welcome to course and a little bit of technical help here if you need it. Looking over here at the left-hand side of the menu, I know that I'm in the module, and that's what we call these collapsible sections over here. We actually call them modules, and what appears below, bold in black text here, are sections. So we are in the module Start Here, and I have clicked on the section Welcome to Jesus in Scripture and Tradition. And when I come to any section in edX, I'll notice first that there are a number of little icons that run across the top, and those will vary in number based on how many pages, 1, 2, 3 pages in a section. So there will be more pages if there are more things to look at in a given section. As I click around a little bit here under Start Here, you'll notice that there are several pages here in the Course Introduction section. Let's return back to the first section and start here. Welcome to Jesus in Scripture and Tradition. There's a little verbal introduction of the President of the University of Notre Dame. You can use a scroll bar and read through anything that's presented there. You may have more information on some pages, less on others. But when you get to the bottom of the page, you'll know that because you have the left and right arrows. To advance and go to the next page, I can use my right arrow at the bottom, or if I scroll up to the top, I also have some arrows here at the top as well, so I can click that right arrow and advance to now what is highlighted as page 2 here in Welcome to Jesus in Scripture and Tradition. Videos play just by clicking on them. If you need any help on that, that's really what the second section in Start Here is all about. There's a link to using the discussion, and as well the last page is how to use the videos and transcript tool. So typically, and we can use Start Here as an example, you really as a student are going to want to come in and just start at the top, view all of the pages for that section, going from the top of the page, scrolling all the way to the bottom. And when you finish with one section, you just simply go in chronological order and move your way down the list of sections over here on the left-hand side of the screen. Under Start here, you'll come across what is called an Icebreaker Activity. This is a discussion forum just to start to get to know one another. So take a look at the instructions that are provided here and some suggested questions. But we do hope that you'll take a moment to introduce yourself by clicking on the new post and sharing a little bit about yourself. One of the last items in Start here is a ungraded, what we call Readiness Check. This short set of questions provides to you the opportunity to see how the edX questioning works, how you provide an answer and can click the check button to see if you were correct or not. For most of the activities in this course, you can use the reset button and complete these as many times as you would like. So do take a look at the readiness check, both to make sure you are aware of how this class is set up and how it's going to run, but also to give yourself some practice on completing these kinds of activities. You'll notice that the only module other than Start here is Who is Israel? When you are looking at the course calendar that are available under Course Introduction, you will notice that there are actually other modules covered in this course. There are two others. We have Who is Israel, which is showing here. Following that is a module, Who is Jesus? And the last module of our course is Who is the Church? Those additional modules will not become available until a certain point in our course. And all of that is explained here on the course calendar, and there are dates provided for you to give you an indication of when content will become available in the course. So during our first week of class, the entire Start Here module is available, and part of Who is Israel is available. We're slowly rolling out material in the course as a way of encouraging the entire class to stay on a schedule with one another and with the teaching assistants and professors in the class. Let's begin to take a look at the kind of content that is available under Who is Israel? There are two other major modules in the course, so each of the major modules of the course all open with a guided reading assignment. This will be explained to you on the first page. We also provide guided reading questions. These are meant to help you navigate through a longer reading before you get started on working with Professor Anderson or Professor Cavadini. So the questions are provided for you here, both as a downloadable link and directly on the edX page. In addition to the questions, we've also embedded the reading assignments so you can read through, for example, the travel narrative. All of the sections within a module will have an introduction that explains a little bit about what our focus will be for this section. Taking a look at that should give you an idea of what we're going to cover and perhaps how much reading there's going to be. There are some topics of discussion in every section, so you'll come across those, and we encourage you to participate in those. And at the end of every section, we provide an opportunity for students to take a moment and participate in Lectio Divina, which is a reflective and meditative, prayerful reading of a specific passage in the Bible. I hope that this course tour video was helpful for you. We're very excited that you've joined us in Jesus, in Scripture and Tradition. Welcome to class and have a great first week.